I was born a girl that wasn't confused at all about what it means to be a girl. I wasn't pre-programmed by anyone to want to be any certain thing, and I have a really good memory for when people have bullied me or pushed me around. But when it comes to being a mom, I knew that is what I wanted to be, way before anyone told me I could be anything. I wanted to make a baby healthy by feeding it through my body. I wanted milky boobs, and I knew this was what being a woman was about. I also inherently knew that I could join the workforce and not have kids. And I also knew that I could have kids and join the workforce. I wasn't confused. I didn't need anyone to define what being a girl or a woman was. It was all around me. The word innate means existing naturally or by heredity, rather than being learned through experience. Or of produced by the mind rather than learned through experience. Possessed as an essential characteristic, inherent. The word innate means that we are born knowing something is true, like killing is bad and stealing is wrong. Innate. Soon, I saw women in the media like Madonna and heard all the talk. She was the future of womanhood. But what I saw was a woman shaking her ass for a meal. In more recent years, Lady Gaga #representing women, and because I'm a thoughtful person, I introspected on the matter. Is "Do What You Want With My Body" really a feminine anthem? All the talk was, "She calls us monsters, isn't that great?" The only time my dad called me a name, it was for being smart, and he usually called me nerd. And he never told me to let anyone do anything what they want with my body. To be fair, I innately knew that protecting my body was of utmost human priority. Am I a feminist? What is a feminist? Well, isn't being for yourself as a lady in a male-dominated society kind of a smart thing to be when we're the minority? I spent years on this topic, mulling over my character and wrestling with God. It takes some years to form a full thought about feminism, regardless of our innate abilities. But what I know is that feminism is never intended for the sexually depraved to use it as a marketing tool. Feminism isn't about the amount of skin we show, though at any cursory point one may argue that selling a body into smut slavery was and is the only talking point of feminism. What I'm talking about isn't the mainstream or the political take on feminism. I'm talking about the epitome of what it means to be a woman, because that is what feminism should be about if it isn't. So let's start with what it should be. A woman's body is quite unique, and I won't belabor you, pardon the pun, with her ability to birth, but let's talk about it for a moment. Women are unique in that our bodies, not male or men bodies, can give birth, and our bodies can suckle our babies. This makes the feminine body unique to the survival of the human race. I'll do a video on the masculine later, dudes, don't you worry. A woman has special talents that a man does not have, like knowing when to push. And nobody but a woman can understand the final push, the eureka of it all, success. This is personal and private and spiritual to a woman's progress as a human on earth. I understand the loss of religion. I mean, down with the patriarchy! But giving birth and the personal liability of its success and achievement, it isn't accessible through a dude's perspective. They're just different. We are not pregnant. Women get pregnant. Sure, dudes can say we are expecting a baby, but this implies that they're part of the growth and development in the womb. We're pregnant is stupid. Because no, you're not, dude. And it's quite worrisome if someone has such a low IQ as to believe that pregnancy is dual, therefore taking public accountability of the growing fetus. Ladies bear the burden of knowing. We bear the obligation to tell the truth about it. It's our gig. The sin of Eve is something each woman has to own and hold and be willing to look God in the eye for. This is our obligation. It became quite posh to block birthing pain as the Queen of England chose to give cesarean births, totally blocking the pain. But there is really only one thing that makes a woman a woman. I mean, if we're still telling truths. Knowing what happens to your body in the throes of birth, who we are when the pain is too much, and what we say when we're about to die from those birth pains. This is womanhood. This is feminism. And there will always be people like Madonna or Lady Gaga professing that they know love and feminism. And they say they are prophetess, but they're just sellouts, pole dancers with daddy's guilty budget. Being a feminist is taking the obligation of motherhood seriously and owning it. Being a real woman is pushing a baby out without blocking the pain. The sin of Eve has made us all guilty over time, and there's nothing better than knowing when you see the face of death that you'll say, "Don't judge me, God, for my children are mine and the world's. I am unashamed." Yeah, man, feminism is rad.